What's up, beautiful souls? Osia, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. Welcome. If you enjoyed around these pods, be sure to subscribe. And of course, to make sure that your energy is a part of the collective, make sure that you comment your takeaways from this reading. Do bear in mind that this is a collective reading, so only take what resonates to and for you. Separate your opinions from your intuition. Come into it with an open mind and a clean slate. I feel like a lot of ascension tips are going to come out of this. We're going to see where it goes. I'm going to tap into the Show Me deck to pick a topic, and then we'll see what's going on from there. We'll get into the channeling with the cards. I'm not going to do pre-channeling. I'm just going to channel as I go. Okay, loves? We already have a blessed space. Let's see what it is this collective needs to know. What to consider now. So that is the topic that we have for this reading. We're going to get into the tarot now. Really, like, these cards keep wanting to slide all over the place. Messages are trying to come out for y'all already. Cards don't want to sit still. All right, what is it that this collective needs to consider? Whatever it is, it has something to do with your ascension, with rising to a higher level. What is it this collective needs to consider? What to consider right now? We have the Page of Swords. I'm hearing Grease. We have a lot of swords energy, a lot of thoughts. So definitely following that, what to consider with all of this mental space energy that's going on right now. Two of Wands. And the Six of Swords. So there's a lot of Gemini, Libra, a lot of Gemini and Libra energy, of course, Aquarius. But I feel like when it comes to the Libra energy, of course, it's involving that balance. And you're weighing options. So some of you could be considering some drastic changes in your life right now, and you just don't know how to go about them. You might be feeling as if it's all on you. Like, only I can break myself free of this situation or this person or problem. But I'm stuck. I don't really know how to go about it. And I feel like the answers are coming in. The thing is, you have to look a bit outside of yourself. It's like a multitask thing, because here we have the Page in his Versa energy. Here he is on this side, and on this side is more of the inward work. You see how cloudy it is up here? All these clouds, when we have this little bit of light that's cracking through. He has the power to swing that blade, and if he focuses the energy correctly, he can clear those clouds instantly. But is he ready to receive guidance? Is he ready to receive help on how to do it? Because you're not as stuck as you believe you are. You really have the power to break yourself free. Okay, you have that power, and there's something giving you a hint to this. There's something speaking to your instincts. And I feel like for many of you, it's actually because, yes, you have your guardians, you have your guides, but I feel like for many of you, it's like a guardian that's in human form, someone who comes in and they tend to have a sixth sense about things. And when you're going through a problem, they give you advice. They seem to always be right, but you may not take it right away. You know, you might be telling yourself, no, because what they don't know is, what they couldn't comprehend about what I have to do is, but really the person's very intuitive and very in tune to you. That's not going to be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. But for some of you, you have an intuitive friend, someone who They're kind of like a guide in your life, but you don't always hear them. They have a very keen sense. This is the ego. Very above, like look above your problems. You're so busy looking at the problem, not really the solution, not really above it. So think of it like your problems are mountain peaks and you're more focused on, oh my God, there's so many mountains and I feel like I'm at the base of it. And they're like, really? You're not. Really, you're standing on another peak, looking at all the other possible peaks, and you can clearly see where your path is. Again, he can see the sky here. You can clearly see through the fog. It's just that you're allowing yourself to sort of stay stuck by thinking that you have to do all the work alone. Yes, you need to go within. The answer is within, but who told you that the within answer can't come in the help of another? Are you prepared to say to somebody, yo, I'm doing the inner work, but I need a little help here. I need a little suggestion. It's going to be up to you what from that advice you take, but it's just having something else to consider so that you're not just wrecking your brain. Some of you, I feel like you're playing the stuck position. You see how the sword is like right here. The ropes are very slacked. This person could easily get out of that situation, but they're just sitting there with their arms crossed like, no, I'm just stuck here. I'm just caught. And I feel like the moment that eagle gets too close, they might try to get free and maybe slay that eagle with the blade. Somebody is playing possum. And if you guys don't know, possums can play dead, right? So someone's playing possum, or someone close to you could be playing possum. That vibe is also here. Maybe because a person doesn't want to take responsibility for what there is to consider. It's like there are so many options, and if a choice is made, it's like you don't really want to bear the weight of that choice. You know, when people give advice and they're like, you could do this, but I don't know. Here's the answer, but I don't know. It's like, I'm giving you the clue, but I don't want responsibility for giving you the clue. The reality is, whether it's you giving advice to someone else or whether it's another person helping you with some type of discovery that you need to have, the reality is the decisions, the choices are going to always fall on you for what you do. You can't control what another does, but you are in charge of what you do. And I feel like if you keep playing possum, that help that's trying to come in, or that person who gives you advice, they're not going to keep lingering. They're not going to keep hovering around waiting for you to like, okay, wake up, see what's going on. This Two of Wands is exactly what I said. It's that discovery. It's discovering how to move past whatever doubts you have with what you're weighing. So that's why that Libra energy is very strong here. You could be Libra, could be in your chart, but I speak of the zodiacs as cosmic energy, okay? All the zodiacs play some part in your chart, in your makeup, in your life. Some astrologies are more restricted and they'll go, oh, it's just if it's your majors. Oh, if it's just this house affecting that house. But the cosmos don't go by human design, okay? They go by cosmic design. So the Libra energy is that's what's around you right now. Perhaps the person trying to assist you is also a Libra, but there's definitely a decision that's being considered and weighed right now. And there's like, I don't know what to do kind of vibe here. Or someone's coming to you and asking you a question and is making you consider other things, and you're like, shit, now that you bring it up, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I kind of think I know a little bit of something, but it's like this question, it's forcing you to go within and look from a different perspective. The Gemini energy is the fickleness. I'm gonna tell you straight up, there's a fickleness here. And like I said, someone's playing possum, someone's playing dumb, playing like, I don't know what's going on, I was asleep, I have no idea what this is about and what's happening. But in reality, they have a perfect idea. They're just pretending not to. And there's an individual with a keen sense that's picking up on that. So either this is you with the keen sense that someone's playing dumb around you, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates, but be honest with yourself here. There's some self-discovery that's taking place. But I also feel like the answer is right in front of you. Like the answer's right in front of you. You're just overlooking it maybe because it's not what you want it to be. There's a certain set idea of maybe how you think stuff should go, how you think things should play out. And if it's not playing out that way, like in other words, if the world you're seeking isn't molded the way you want it to be molded, then the answer tends to go over your head or over the person's head who you're trying to help. And the divine is saying, look, it's time to go. All right. It's time to make a decision, to go beyond your limitations, to go beyond this doubt, to finally see that the options before you are what they are. Like, there's no need for you to keep trying to roll it around in your brain and see if there's another avenue to it. They just are what they are. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's get more clarification to this. We have the Seven of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. The Hierophant. This decision seems like it's major for some of you. Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and it's this Ace of Pentacles that comes with some type of like establishment. I'm feeling like a bank or a business. So there it could be someone is trying to maybe buy a house, or someone's trying to make a big investment. Even if it's not a huge amount of money, there's just a lot riding on what it is that needs to be considered. Someone here might be trying to like rush the process a little bit more than they should be. And that explains again why the Libra and Gemini energy is so strong. We also have the Aries energy with the needing to take the lead, needing to make a decision, needing to listen to some advice though. Because a lot of times when people are in that Aries energy, it's like, you can't tell me nothing. I already know what to do. There's no point in you trying to tell me anything. But I'm also feeling someone, and this could be again, I keep hearing someone's playing possum. Someone's playing possum. The person who's defensive right now could be that individual. The person who, whenever it's suggested that they know more than they're letting on, that they could help more than they are, the person gets defensive. And also this could be you, whoever that is with the intuitive friend who typically, when they give you advice, they're kind of right. If you find yourself putting up a wall with them, if you find yourself trying to stand on a ground, you need to make sure that position that you're standing in it's a strong foundation. It's no point in trying to defend something that doesn't need to be defended. Like, if what they're telling you is true and deep down you know it is, the advice they're giving you is worth taking, but you don't want to take it because you feel like it's being told what to do. And I'm not sensing that this person is saying it with that tone. It's more like, this person's always right, so they always think. That's projection, boo-boo. That's projection. Most people wish they had somebody in their life that could give them advice when they're in a tough bind or situation where they have all these choices to make, that could just help them out a bit. I'm sensing three big energies here. The person who plays possum, the person who's kind of like defensive with taking an advice, and another person who may be trying to stand their ground on something that's just not solid. Like, you just look, for lack of a better term, it's like, this is kind of stupid. Like, why stand on so strongly in this position when you know you have other options to consider, and those other options are better? Like, what are you really holding on to at the end of the day? This could involve family. This could involve family. I feel like there's a conversation taking place behind someone's back. And that's what the possum situation is about. So I'm going to deal with that first, and then we'll go into the other two. When it comes to that, someone playing possum, there's a conversation happening behind someone's back in consideration, not in consideration, but concerning a matter that involves family or close friends, like a group. I'm picking up a group. And that conversation, it really needs to be had with the person it's about, but that person isn't there. So this could be concerning someone's welfare as well. Like, maybe if you take care of a relative, or if you take care, maybe you co-parent with someone, and a decision should be made amongst the two parents, but I feel like the decision's being made by a bunch of other people. that shouldn't really be involved. Like you're not, like, for example, let's say it's two parents, it's between the mother and the father. The other relatives can give some feedback if they're a part of the caretaking, but they really can't make the ultimate decision. And it's like some things are being considered for the sake of maybe a child or a person, someone who needs caretaking, elder, child, maybe somebody who's sick, maybe somebody that had an accident, and all these decisions are being made by individuals, or advice is being given to an extent by individuals who aren't really going to be doing the heavy lifting. So the person playing possum might be trying to play stupid because they just don't want to be caught up in the drama. Like, I'm really not trying to be a part of this conversation. I really don't want to be in between, like in the middle of whatever that's about. And they might be standing very firm on that, like, this is my boundary, I don't want nothing to do with it. But the problem with doing that is it's blocking the path here. There's a path that needs to be taken. Again, what to consider now. There are things to consider in the present moment, and that's not happening just because someone kind of doesn't want to get caught up in that major decision. They don't want to have to say, I was a part of that conversation. This might somehow tie into those other two groups. With the friend who's giving clear advice here, the advice they're giving has a strong foundation. Like, it's for lack of a better term, it's really good advice. It's still your decision if you take it. No one can make you take it. I just feel like a person's not taking it because they sort of feel like, I have to do this on my own. I need to be able to say that I did it. Maybe they fear that if they were to work on this, then they may need further assistance, they may need further help, and then that involves having to depend on people. This 10 of Pentacles is giving me like dependability. So someone might feel like, if I listen to what you say and I do it, okay, it might work, but are you gonna be there if I get stuck somewhere again and I need like a second pair of hands or another thought? Like, I don't want to be dependent on you having to come in and always assist all the time. And I don't feel like that's what it would turn into, but that's what this person believes. With the Hierophant here, beliefs. That's what the person believes. They're trying to do things in a very traditional, or this is how I've always done it kind of way, and that's just not working, boo-boo. Like, it's blocking your path. It's blocking what you need to do. And now there's opportunities that are just kind of floating up in the air, just floating there. Like, it's just out of reach. Just out of reach. Someone dodged a bullet here, is what I'm hearing. With that 10. You know what? Whoa, Spirit. We got a lot going on here with this group. I thought y'all was going to keep it simple. Somebody might, and again, take what resonates for you, because I'm picking up on like a present into future events type of situation. A lot of this is the now, the present, okay? You might resonate with some of it happening before, like bits and pieces, but as you watch this, you might find like, this is what's going on with me now. Someone here might have just had like an accident of some kind, like some type of accident. I'm hearing car tires screech. Maybe your car got wrecked. You are okay. Or one of, somebody else that was with you might be okay. It could be a minor injury or just something where a person might need a couple of weeks or a couple of months to recover, but it's not life-threatening. That could be why the finance situation is the way it is. There could be, this person has to be taken care of. There are finances, or this car has to be repaired. There's finances. So there's this need. The Sagittarius energy that I'm picking up on right now is like this need to rush to get something done. Like, I gotta, I always tell y'all, that's the draw back the bow energy. Shoot your shot. Normally you're supposed to wait till you get like the right mark, until you get that right precision. But this is someone that just wants to let go of the bow already. Like, I feel like I need to get this done. I need to get this taken care of. I don't have too much time to just keep contemplating, what should I do now? What are my options to really consider right now? And again, there's an energy of a friend that's coming in so strong that's like, I got you. But this person isn't fully listening. And I feel like pretty much the point here, especially with the Taurus energy coming in with the Hierophant, someone's stubbornness is costing. Don't let stubbornness cost you here. Let's get some further clarification on what you should do about this. Yeah, there's like an opportunity that's just hanging in the air. It's just spinning above someone's head. But it's got a lot of, again, this is making me think of like a bank or like an establishment. There you go. Like an establishment that's in charge of the money, like an inheritance, or you can't spend this until you meet this standard or this whatever. If that's making sense. And somebody really wants to move forward. We have courage is needed to face fears. That, like I said, that Eight of Swords, playing possum, I don't know what's going on, I'm acting like I'm more stuck than I am, that's not getting you anywhere. You can't let the fears get in the way. You're gonna have to face whatever this issue is. But yeah, somebody's car got wrecked. Maybe they were on a bike and so here's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing screeching cars, but I'm also seeing the wheels of a bike turn. So maybe somebody was on a bike and it was like a near accident, or something happened with that. And it could be that a person's injured to the point where they have to, recover a little bit. So they need more assistance than usual. If this isn't you and it's someone that you know, then that whole like taking care of someone, that could have something to do with it. If there's kids involved, then it might be like, well, they can't. If they're a single parent, for example, it's like, well, if their leg is broke, suka, as we say, but if their leg is broke, then who's going to take the kid to school, and who's going to do this and who's going to do that? And that could be the conversation that's happening right now, but it's kind of happening behind someone's back, someone that should be involved. We have bliss, excitement, and playful spirit. And y'all know when it comes to dolphins, that it involves a lot of love. Someone's taking something too seriously here. Even if it's a serious situation, with that Seven of Wands, it's like someone's trying to stand such a firm ground on ground that's not really that strong. Like, you really don't have a ground to stand on. So why are you being this extra? Why are you being this over the top? You need to be a little more, you need the courage, but you also need to be a bit more, the playful is not the word. It's like open-minded and relaxed, with a little bliss, bring a little bliss in there. It's hard to make a decision if all you're doing is focusing on the problem. So it goes back to the first thing I said. Are you solution-oriented or problem-oriented? We have a breakthrough is imminent. Okay, so a breakthrough is trying to happen. It's trying to happen. The vision is trying to make itself clear. And notice that she's in the clouds. And what did we start off with? The clouds, right? This is that inner work, that inner discovery, but realizing within it, I need a little help. I got this energy, I've harnessed it, it's just maybe it's a lot right now, a little hard to handle. So associate that with what you need to. It could be business, it could be parenting, it could be because of an accident, whatever it is. It's like, I got a lot to deal with, a lot has fallen on my plate, and I kind of don't know how to handle it all. What should I do? And somebody's giving you options to consider, and for someone here, they're being ignored. Or again, there's a person who maybe does know how to help you, but they're sort of playing a bit of possum right now. Perhaps that's someone's who's watching, like, expression. You're used to that expression, because that's the only thing I keep hearing when it comes to that person playing kind of like, I don't know what's happening. Embrace change. All right, embrace. Don't fear the change. Don't fear taking this opportunity and not being able to do the job correctly, for example, or not be able to provide what you need. Just take the opportunity. It's been floating above your head for a minute right now. Some of this you're gonna have to figure out as you go. Okay, like, I feel as if you're being given signs, you're being given chances to do something, and the more that you procrastinate, the longer it's going to take to get some things done. And also the opportunity, when it's attached to an establishment, or when it's attached to, it's a divine offer, but it's not just about a divine offer. It's like it's coming through a person. It's not going to linger forever, which goes back to the eagle. Like, it's not going to keep coming in and giving insight and giving insight. Hey, look, the path is over here. Hey, look, you're actually above the ground. You know, you're above the peaks. You're not below it. It's not going to keep wasting its time doing that. So whether this is a friend giving advice or you giving help to something, someone isn't going to keep hovering forever. Be mindful. And again, remember I picked up on that. I felt like someone might try to take that sword from the Eight of Swords in the back of them and try to maybe like cut the ego down. Be mindful of someone around you with an ill intent, people talking behind your back type of vibe. You may have to change the circle that you're dealing with, or you may have to, even if this is family, you may have to cut some people out of a decision-making process because they might try to overrule you. Enjoy the now. We're back to the, notice how we have this bliss. Don't be a stick in the mud. A lot of purple here, a lot of intuition, a lot of crown and third eye energy, a lot of green, a lot of heart space energy, foggy thoughts needing to be cleared. I feel like some things are already clear to you. It's just hard for you to accept what that clarity is. And Spirit is saying, look, I done gave you sign after sign after sign. I done put people around you. I got you watching this, reading. What you gonna do? And when you do it, don't do it from a position of obligation. Oh my God. Because that woe is me, or that, oh, this is so difficult. It's gonna make a problem. It's gonna make it hard for you to do your work. I want you to think of like cleaning. I'm gonna make this real simple for y'all. You know when you gotta clean something, you really don't feel like it. Even if you're a neat freak, you just don't feel like it, right? If you focus on how tired you're gonna be when it comes time to clean, you're tired before you get started. You put on some music, you zone out, you bop a little bit. Even if the dancing around your house as you clean makes it take a little longer, you're not focusing on the cleaning. And by the time you blink, you're done. You're done. So they're saying, while all of this may be going on, don't make moves out of fear, number one, right? Embrace the fact that there's some changes taking place and that you have some important decisions to consider. But don't let that put you in a doomsday mentality or a woe is me mentality. I'ma play stupid. Don't do that. Instead, be in a more blissful thought. When things get a little heavy, maybe pull your energy back a bit, collect yourself, okay? Enjoy the change that's coming. There's a reason for it. It's connected to a breakthrough. It's connected to something that you might have been asking for a long time, a transformation that's happening in your life, all right? So you don't want to go, see, we have conflict and chaos. If you keep sticking to this like energy of just stuck up in the air, leaving an opportunity, not being mindful of people around you that could be a little shady, it would lead to chaos and conflict, and you don't want that. You don't want that to take place. And I feel like somebody kind of wants you in that mentality. They want you stuck in that mentality of conflict so that it's hard for you to make the decisions you need to, so that it's hard for you to be in a state of joy. Because when you're not in a state of joy, it's probably easier to either manipulate you or again, it's like this overruled. I just heard overruled. So someone's trying to overrule you. Like, don't listen to so-and-so. They don't have nothing to do with this. They're not a part of it. They have too many problems and issues going on. Or they're not coming around because they don't have time to be bothered with us. There's a lot going on with this reading here. I almost did this as a pick a card, but I feel like it's all connected. I feel like if I would have done it as a pick a card, all three of these situations would have just lined up into one. You would have been moved to just watch all three anyway. We have, whatever you do, never run back to what broke you. Whatever you do, never run back to the thing that made you feel like you couldn't do this, you couldn't achieve this, you couldn't get it done. You did a lot of inner work to heal that. As you move forward and accept the help from genuine people, you can't look at those genuine people cursing them with what the people in the past did, or even some of those people in your present that are still doing you shady, still doing you shikeshy. There's somebody here for this group that's trying to help, that has a good heart. And if you keep neglecting, and somebody maybe rottens your mind against that person, you're going to find yourself up the creek, as they would say. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. You must make the decision you think you cannot make, is what I feel that's representative of. Hopefully that's all making sense. Comment below if that's resonating with you. Comment below exactly this. Whatever I do, I'm never running back to that which broke me. So if this has something to do with caretaking for someone, maybe an ex, whatever your situation is, you're not going to allow people to overrule you. You're not going to play possum. Or if you're dealing with a person that's playing dumb and you know that they know more, they know some situations they're not telling you about, you're not going to keep playing that game with them. You don't even need to argue with them. Okay? There's no need for you to participate in that conflict and chaos. Look at where that card is sitting. Time to move on. Time to move forward. The sky is clear. The water's got just enough ripple to take you where you got to go. You're so much stronger than your excuses, and we're done. That just summed up everything I've been channeling for you guys. We're done with that, babe. My loves, this deck here was the Golden Divine Ascension deck. I will have the link to it in the description. The other two decks, the Dragon one and other ones, I'm not sure if that creator still sells decks. If I find the link, I will put it. But my darlings, my babes, that was your message. I pray it resonates with you. Comment below what your takeaways were. How are you thinking of moving forward with this situation? Only share what you feel you need to. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls.
Get your copy of Love Confession Cyber Edition. Link in bio.